Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So today we're gonna play with oil. Ooh, it sounds baby. Sounds baby. I was gonna say it sounds sexy. We're gonna go with it sounds like a baby. Yep. Oil means baby oil, right? Anyways, since I can't talk right, we'll just continue here. So, the first thing I was going to work on is, and I made a CEU. We made these multiple times anyways. If you forgot what the recipe looked like, pretty simple. And, yeah, so we got that one done. And basically what we're going to look at is batteries. And I need some lead. Unfortunately, I haven't done batteries really at all, completely at all, actually. So we need to work on that. So this is battery alloy. So to make battery alloy itself, we're going to have to get into the ingots, which is done in the alloy smelter. And it's done by lead and antimony, which is not hard at all. We got antimony. Just don't be so anti about it. Let's go over here and let's see. Let's do like that. Is the antimony? I put them on there like that. Yeah, that is. Okay, so let's go ahead, throw you in here. And, I mean, it's way too much antimony, to be honest, but... There you go. Who wants to wait when you can speed things up? Okay, so that's done. And then we can go ahead and take the battery alloy. I think you pretty much can just, you know, flatten it all, because I don't think you need anything else other outside of that anyways. So there you go. Put that through the system. How is this looking anyways? So we were doing redstone in here, so that's good. Lots of redstone finally. And a bit more redstone. And then we got... you guys, there you go, there you go. Let's clean this up. Rare earth metals is also from that stuff, which is nice. That's all from redstone ore, so get quite a nice little chunk of random stuff, which is awesome. So yeah, here's the batteries. They're gonna need a bunch of plates each. Let's see here. I think I can speed this up to 3 without issues. Yeah. I think after that you might have issues. I don't know. I mean, we could always try. You have issues after that. Still runs though, but I don't know if it's technically going faster or because it stalls in and out a bit, it acts up. I really don't know for sure. Over here, I have water, water going into the electrolyzer, and I made some hydrogen and oxygen. It was for the hydrogen, but I used this fluid duct because these ones don't seem to empty out properly and get stuck with one type. And then I had 2 of these tanks sitting on top of it, one with one fluid, one with the other. I initially bucketed it out and put them in just to make sure they worked out. So we'll see how it goes anyways. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have more than enough of this now. So let's go downstairs. And oh yeah, what was the key ingredient for that? Maybe we should get some sodium. And it looks like we actually do it up here, to be honest. So you get your sodium, and you do this in the assembler as well. So you need tin cable. So which one of you are sodium? You look like a sodium. That is a sodium. We're gonna have to go downstairs anyways because we need some tin cable. We'll get like 4 tin cable. Might as well kind of do this so we have 4 batteries just for testing and learning and fun. Okay, now how are we gonna do this? Assembler, right? So here's the assembler, and sorry, I'm just trying to figure this one out. Oh wait, no, the assembler is where you use polyethylene, so you actually handcraft it for now. So it's actually pretty easy. So you go like this, but then you have to fill it up. So there you go, 4 small batteries. And then to fill it up, you need a canning machine, which oddly enough, I don't think I own a canning machine. I mean, I've not had a reason to make one, so yeah, this is the first canning machine we're going to make. So I guess we'll get the parts for that. Oops, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, because of all Greg Tech crap. It's like, hey, it's Greg Tech in there. Let's move it around. Okay. So we're going to go and get rid of these plates here. There you go. Get rid of you for now. Okay. So, canning machine here is made by a pump. No, that was a pump. I don't know what the heck I clicked there. We have a pump left. Some circuits, of course. And then tin cable. Oh, yeah, we need one of these guys. So we're going to have to get extra tin cable. Were you a 1 or a 2? You're a 2 tin cable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? Oh, you go. There you go. And 3 glass, please. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And this should make us a canning machine. Yay! And then we can go ahead and pop this upstairs. Now, we haven't placed anything for a while, but we should have... I mean, it should go anywhere, really. Actually, this one would... Let's just put it here for now. Why not? There you go. Now, I should have checked. I mean, that was bad, but yeah, LV. Making sure they didn't have, like, an earlier version, you know, that would suck. And then, oh yeah, we got rid of all that sodium when I didn't even use it yet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. It's being sucked up because the old machine there, I guess, was sucking up, so it's getting a nice sucking. There you go. Awesome. And then task complete. Now, there's more to this task. What else do you need? Oh, that's after. Okay, so that's good. Now, I don't know how this charges. I don't know if I can charge them in these. So that was my plan is, oh, this is a CEU. I thought these had 4 slots. Oh, no, this one's the 1-slot version, I guess. This version I made is a 4-slot version, I guess. Now, I have more, don't I? Didn't I have one? Oh, no, they're outside, the other ones. I was just interested in how these charge up, to be honest. So, how do we do that? Do we just go ahead and knock this out for a second? Let's just knock this out. So, make sure, you know, 32 voltage in, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Can these just charge like that? Yeah, apparently they do. So, they can charge in and out. So, I guess they act like a battery buffer. We don't do those. There you go. So, yeah, that's working. Awesome. So, the next thing we want to make is get rid of that. Is the fluid pump, and the fluid pump is pretty simple recipe there. So I think I put the materials in here. And, oh, we need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. So that's not too bad. Except it's going to burn our little hands for a minute. So let's go get a bucket of water. And then we're going to go get ourselves a bucket of lava. I can't reach it. I guess we're going to have to break this just to get into there. Okay. And then we're going to go over here. And there you go. Craft. There you go. And you get your buckets back too. So who could say no to that? And I guess we could just throw this back down on the ground. I don't use this anyways, but we can just throw it up there. There you go. So this is a fluid pump. Cool. And accepts range upgrades, which... I probably should have made these off camera, honestly. Range add-ons. So you have your different range add-ons here. Of course, we know about this. The next one is tin plates with one of these circuits, which thankfully we have. So I don't know if you could use one of these. I think it was just these, but we can at least use one of these, and then you can upgrade it with other material. Oh, polyethylene sheets, so you can't really upgrade it after that. There's also this one here, but we don't have any nano processors sitting around, unfortunately. So I guess we could just try with the one, right? So, tin... Oh, that's a polyethylene sheet hidden in there. Oh, you son of a... Okay, well, we're stuck with the other method then, it looks like. Damn it. That sucks. I don't know if we'll have enough range upgrades, but then again, I guess we could lose some oil. We could probably redo it again, but you probably will lose some oil at your first time around, to be honest. I don't think there's much of a way to save it, unfortunately. So, do we have more of these arcane stones? I hope I have a load of them. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of weird that we're using magical stuff for a range upgrade, but I guess it's magical in nature. Okay, so we got that, and then we got rubber sheets times 2. And then, of course, you have the chip itself. Excellent. I haven't really used up these ones yet. Okay, so you got those guys done, and then you got lapis plate 6. Do I have? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 rubber sheets again. 1, 2. And then I think that's it for that, right? Because it would use the one before. And then iron and rubber sheets again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2. So look at that. 6 of 6, 6, 6. There you go. So we got you, and we got you. Now keep in mind, this is probably not the best method we're doing things. This is more of the just playing around and having fun method. But we'll see it works. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make something interesting, something I have not done before, because it's just kind of an interesting concept to it. But, yeah, let's go back to here. And what we're going to do is go in this chest here. We're going to grab everything you see in here, and then we're just going to jump up here for a minute. And we're going to check this recipe out here. So this is basically, so the fluid pump's done. This is this fluid transfer, and it has a bunch of different recipes. You got these guys here, which you need this guy. There you go. And then you can make this guy. Awesome. And then we need this shifting star, which is starlight. So we're going to go down to here and hopefully have what we need for that. So we'll go ahead, click here, and we'll shift click. Nice. And then we'll use our resonating wand. And that's all she wrote for that. What are they talking about? Good way to make diamonds. There we go. I thought, is it still going? Did I miss it? Apparently I missed it. Okay, so, yeah, we can make this thing, and there we go. We'll get a quest gun, or task complete. The next task is probably the other part of it, actually. I think it's even in the same area. So, oh yeah, GPS marker. So I've never done any of this, of course, so we have to figure out how the GPS marker works as well. So you need stick paper and some kind of dye, blue dye actually. So, oh god, I hate when it comes to those kind of things. There you go, Minecraft dye, white dye. Okay, so lapis and white. So that's not hard. I should know this by now. And I mean, I do, like, when I think about it now, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I've done this before. But it's like, why did my brain not trigger it before? Huh? There we go. We should have some. There's lapis dust. I wonder if that could be turned into the dye. Okay, and then you need a stick at least. And I forget what the other component was. I don't know if it was like a piece of redstone or something. No, it was a piece of paper actually. There you go. And this wireless transmission of freedom. There you go. So that lets you move stuff like that. Oh, basic mechanic pipe, sure. And this one is enchanted book insight. So you're supposed to probably get holding with that. The idea of that one was, okay, you get holding so you can put it onto your tank or whatever. That was the idea, but of course it's broken, so we get insight. The other quest where you used to have to make the bag for that was removed as well, but yeah, derpy. Okay, so this is a pump. I don't know much about it. I just know that we probably should bring some cobblestone or something so I can at least play around with this and see how it looks. So let's play with some cobblestone here. There you go. And, oh yeah, we should probably grab those batteries, huh? So there's your batteries charged up. I'm trying the batteries out for fun. Don't know if this is going to be even a good idea. Oh, shoot. I just realized that it wasn't that our source of... that was our actual source, too, for using... There you go. So I don't know how much power this will use, if it'll use tons of power, a little bit of power. Like, I don't know anything about this, right? So it's more like, let's find out and see. So we're out in the ocean, of course. You know, I tested this out, and not tested this out. Actually, I have never tested this out at all, sorry. I meant, you know, I set this up ahead of time. So you don't need as many blocks as I did here. I even posted a picture of this, and people laughed at me earlier. So... all those people are banned from my server in the future. But anyways, I'm not that evil. Okay, so yeah, that should work-ish. So what we should do is do this now. Because you need to convert this RF blah 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 to that one. And then you could do a filtering system. So, oh, it looks like it finds oil anyways. And then you could put your upgrade in here, and it should do a range upgrade. Now, if you show working area, it basically means it'll take oil all the way to here. Though the oil itself might stretch further than that, I don't know. It just basically means it'll go all the way there. But that's why I said maybe the first time it won't get all of it, but it won't be the end of the world. And then we put these guys in here, and it should start just working. And there you go, it's actually pumping oil. Now, I've never ever used this in my life. I have no clue how the hell this thing even works. So you transport the fluids somehow with this, I guess, right? So, transfer rate, there you go, always on. So I think you can tell this to, no, I guess this is the same as the other one. You probably have to wire it up, or I don't know. I don't know how to get their things automatically working. Somebody's probably even told me by now, but I'm like, whatever. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to do an extraction into an insertion here. There you go. That works. And then you can do a transfer rate. And then you put whatever in there. Okay. So if this actually works the way I want it to work, we should be able to take this and throw it on top of, let's say, this block right here. And then we should be able to wrench this. And then we should be able to take this and shift click this, and so it says marker save blah blah blah. We should be able to put it inside of this, and that is as simple as that. Well, it went somewhere, so let's go check it out. How's those batteries doing? So those batteries are actually somewhat decent-ish. Might consume them a little too fast, but, you know, that was more of a test. I mean, we could do the generator and stuff like that too, right? But kind of wanted to see how that worked. And this should be, look at that, 25 buckets, 26 buckets of oil. There you go. How awesome is that? So there we have it. That is our oil production. Now we've gotten it, and we can use this in the future for things like diesel, etc., right? So this is a big deal. This is gonna make life a little interesting. And that thing had multiple slots, so you could have oil going to several different operations if you wanted to as well. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go to the next phase, phase 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want to call it. So before we begin, I had a container here. Oh, I know where it is. It's back here. I'm just going to scoop this up. So you can see this is making sulfur, naphtha, whatever. This also is what that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put it in here, because you have issues putting it in when it's loading it up, because it'll try to take it and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it was taking it out, not putting it in. There was issues. But either way. So we're going to go through a process. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to say, yay. So we're going to go from oil, sulfuric, naphtha to steam cracked naphtha, ethylene, and then polyethylene. So these are different stages. Some of these I might not have what I need correctly for it. I might have to change these up or whatever during this, and I might not even get this done this episode. So we'll see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send it over here, and we're going to do something with the sulfuric ethylene, which is, there we go. I guess you want to use uses on that. So we're turning it into the normal one, right? So you can just click this, and we're going to put hydrogen in this with this, and it's going to create 2 other gases. Now, for now, because I found out I couldn't build the cool ender fluid because I needed the next coil blocks, and the next coil blocks required like the freezer crap to make, and it was more of an HV level. We're not there yet, so unfortunately we weren't able to do that. So we're gonna still have to use old ass crap here, which is kind of crappy, but it'll work. There you go. So that'll start pouring into there, and of course there we go. We got that set now. So, yeah, so you saw we needed hydrogen, right, to make this. So hydrogen is not hard. Hydrogen was exactly what we were making over here. If you guys forgot, we'll show you again here. We were making oxygen and hydrogen, which is awesome, and you'll need both of them. Now, there's probably a better setup using this later on, both of them, but because of not having the one pipes and having to deal with some messiness, I just didn't think it was worth it yet. So here's hydrogen and here's oxygen. So we're going to take the hydrogen, there we go, and we're going to throw it on top, and we're going to release it in there, and there we go. They are making what we need, and it does a big chunk at a time, right? It does like 12. Well, it makes only, oh, there you go, 12 of them, yeah. And it makes, yeah, it takes like 12 at a time or something like that. Like it uses a crap ton at once. So there you go, 24. So that's great. Now what you're going to do is you're going to have to move the one type now over. Now I don't know how this is going to work because one fluid is going to come out and the other fluid is going to attempt to come out. This is where things will get messy, I have a feeling. I hope not, but I don't have good hope either. So, because there's no filtration on this, right? So, I don't know how this is going to work. So, we're just going to hope for the best, and probably the best won't happen. And exactly what we didn't want to happen was the first thing that came out of it. So, what we can do at least is, oh, and it switched it, which sucks because it's the wrong switch as well. So, we'll pull this out anyways, but this is this is the fluid we want to come out. We didn't want the other one to come out. So, what we can consider doing maybe is doing the other pipe, another container, but see, the problem is it will fill up, once it empties, it'll fill up the other one, right? So I think you have a no-win situation here. I'll have to play around with the design more. I'm sure there's ways to play with it, but for now, it's going to be slightly messy from time to time, but what we can try to do... Oh, shit. I guess it doesn't matter since it's full of something now, but... Oh, crap. Do I still have my messy... No, I don't. There you go. Did I get the container back? Oh, crap. I did not get the container back. Where did it go? I got it now. Okay, so what we're going to attempt to do instead is... Hopefully it can't take the other liquid anyways. I mean, it's not like we're going to get there yet anyways, but I'm thinking maybe I could just go like this kind of idea, and then it can just go in there in a sense. So, you know, there's an insert method, and I'm just hoping that the one liquid will get there and the other one will get stuck. We'll find out. I mean, it'll probably make a hell of a mess. Okay, so you have the naphtha, which was made from this one, and with the naphtha, you need to make the steam cracked version of it, which is just steam, honestly. All we have to do is literally hook up a steam pipe to this. I know it seems weird, but that is the magical ingredient here. So, let's go ahead and get our basic mechanical... Oh, we have a bunch on us. Basic mechanical pipe, and there you go. And now it's actually steam cracking it. And let's go ahead and just clean this up a bit. Is there a hole back there that I can... Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So now you have the steam cracked version of it. Awesome. Then you're going to make ethylene itself. Now, ethylene... I might have... I triggered the wrong ethylene. That's why. So you're going to have to search for ethylene again. You're going to have to make sure you get the GregTech version of it. Is GregTech version actually... Okay. It's the better color. There you go. I was like, eh. There you go. And then you got the polyethylene, which we can take that off and then turn that on again. Okay, there you go. I was going to say that's not right. So you got the polyethylene here, and you're going to, or sorry, the ethylene, and you're going to take it from the steam cracked version. So you're going to look for this steam cracked propane. No. So you're going to go through all these. Steam cracked, no. And actually, you're going to make sure you're doing it in the right machine, because the one we're doing this is the chemical reactor. So that's also important, right? So to make ethylene, we're making this in the steam, yeah, the chemical reactor. And here we go. So, nope. Maybe I did click the wrong machine. Is this a distillery? No, it's a chemical reactor. Oh, sorry, we're making it in the next one. Yeah. I'm a newbie. Okay, so distillery. And then, yeah, so we're going to go through this and find out how we make ethylene. So wood gas. We know it's not that color. We know it's not that color. There we go, steam cracked here. So we need a configuration of 9 on the circuit. So if we take our circuit here, there you go, double check, make sure it took. There we go. And then we should be able to pump this in over here. Now, I don't know if these pipes will burst because of the type it is. It looks like it's fine, but it doesn't mean it won't burst a little after as well. So it looks like it can handle it, so that's good. And there you go. So this is how you make ethylene. Now, ethylene on its own is very, very useful for many. Like, it's kind of like a base recipe for multiple things, I find. So it'll have its own usages as time goes on, just on its own. So the next thing that you want to make is the polyethylene, which is in the chemical reactor, which, oddly enough, I wasn't smart enough to make another chemical reactor. So we're going to go and see if we can hunt one down or make one. Now, I probably made one at one point. I feel like I would have made one just because, but maybe I never did, to be honest. Maybe I never did. Because I don't think we would have had a use for a chemical reactor just randomly, unless it's like one of these things here. Oh, here it is. Oh, yes, that's what it was. It was for the resin and the rubber and all that, so we do have a use for it, and we do have one. Okay, so this will be pretty simple anyways, because I kind of went overboard here. I made a bunch of motors of each, made a bunch of the tin rotors, because I found we used them so much that I just wanted a bunch made, so we had them ready to go kind of thing. Get the LFE machine here, and then of course you want a couple chips. I guess we can use these ones up. And then we got the motor, of course. And then we got a couple glasses. There you go. And this should get what we need here, hopefully. And yeah, so we gotta put you into the U first. There you go. And then we gotta go like this. Now the only thing is, now I just realized we don't have a turbine, a steam turbine for it. And I've been giving everything its like dedicated turbine basically. So I'm going to have to do, 30 EU a tick as well. So we don't have one made. So we're going to actually have to do another creation here, unfortunately. 2 of those, right? Yeah. And then 2 U. And then we're going to have to go up here. And I think U is like 1, 2, 3 in total, I think, this time. And then we got to get a couple medium bronze tubes here. And we need to get the circuit. And I think that is about it. Hopefully. Oh, we didn't get the LV machine case here. There you go. So we'll just get those. There you go. Some of this, I can make this off camera, of course, and I do sometimes now. I made the other 2 guys ahead of time, but yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. You know me. I'm a bit slow. Okay, so we'll put that there. We'll put that there, and then we'll just go down here, and we'll go and hook you up. And there you go. Well, that's powered. And we're ready to go, basically. Now, I did notice we might need a chip there, I think. Or no. Yes, you do need a chip. So we're going to do the oxygen base, because one of the byproducts of this one was oxygen. So look at that. We have the oxygen already done. So if we're doing oxygen based, we have to go back here. And we have to set this to a chip of 0. That's fine. But here's the downside. I I don't have any chips on me, and I think we've used them all. So we're going to have to make a new one, which if you forgot, it's really easy. All we have to do is take one of these integrated logic ones, and boom. Now, it's a bit weird it's 0, and they're all 0, but I guess that's just how it works. It just uses whatever valid fluid is there. But let's just double check just to make sure we're doing it right. So oxygen, ethylene, program circuit 0. Are you program? Oh, you guys are 1. Oh, okay. There's better efficient methods of making it, by the way, so you'll always see like multiple ways of doing it, which is kind of cool and neat. So there you go. We got the chip in there, and then we can go ahead and we'll move the fluid over here. Now, hopefully, how are you doing, by the way? Look at all that ethylene. Awesome. So hopefully you can do extract mode over here. And I'm hoping this is never filled up again yet. But then again, it's never run since because it's still processing. It takes that long. This actually has all 240 buckets of oil in it. How crazy is that? So here's the question. Is it using next to no power now over here? Or is it eating up the power like crazy? No, it is pausing when it's not really using power. So if this is not moving here, basically it does stall, which is awesome. And it also doesn't seem to touch the surface fluids. It looks like it does it probably from bottom to top, maybe? So that's an interesting concept as well. So even if you screw up or get a bigger range upgrade, you might benefit a bit from that after the fact. So that is actually really cool. Okay, so we're ready, my friends. We got this in here. Yep. So we're gonna take this guy over here, and we're gonna throw you on top. Hello, there you go. And we're gonna float our way over here, as silly as it is. And for now, I'll just have the 2 like hand done. I could actually have it set up somewhere else, but I'm really wanting the proper piping and all that for it. And here we go, my friends. This is going to make us polyethylene. Now, do you get 1 out of this, basically? 216. So you don't get an insane amount, but you get enough out of that. And then the polyethylene itself, all we have to do is put it in a fluid solidifier. So I'll do that off camera. But there you go, polyethylene, fluid solidifier. And you're basically you're done. I mean, that's it. That's all she wrote. We have a fluid solidifier here, but yeah, it's full of rubber, so I'm not gonna tear that out and lose the rubber in there. But yeah, there you go. We have automated polyethylene, and I say it's semi-automate. You know, we're gonna still have to come in here with your hydrogen and stuff like that, but overall, it's a pretty good semi-stable automation. And we could also, like, if I really wanted to, I could do an electrolyzer or whatever, set it up in here and have the pipes kind of go from one place to another. A little bit more messier, but either way, we know what we're doing now. We know how to do it. We could also use these type of pipes as a filtration system, so you can use this as a blacklist. I think you take a bucket, so you could tell what liquid comes out of it as well if you really want to play with that. But either way, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.